The cheapo forest car that was purchased a while back gave us issues, some broken bolts on the wheel hub. Brought that inside, missed taking it apart. Used the Dremel to kind of flatten the end of the broken bolts in here, and then a big drill to get a center marking, and then a small drill to start drilling out the broken bolts, some cutting fluid, then a bigger drill, and finally a drill with the correct size for threading and adding some helicoils to do a thread repair on this, because it would lose front wheel drive if not doing anything about this. Removed the ships with compressed air and then threaded the holes, added the helicoil. There is kind of a little tang at the end, a little tail that can break off. I didn't want to break off cleanly, but gave it a little poke with a small screwdriver and it came undone, and then little compressed air to remove it. Did that for all 6 holes, filed, removed some rust that caused issues removing this piece. Then it was a matter of reassembling it, and I guess it's a little foggy, the lens. It's winter time and you go in and out, and that adds issues. Tried to line it up as best as I could, and then I had some long bolts. They were the wrong thread pitch, but still grabbed on enough to line things up, as it was kind of tapped into place, and the short bolts holding it could start grabbing. And then the bearing could go back in. The kind of plate, the nut that tightens up, puts suitable play in the bearing, could be screwed into place. Then we had some issues because there is kind of a lock plate. Yeah, I used a screwdriver to put a little more force on the bearing, but the plate has holes in it and some things to ensure that the nut cannot come undone, and it took a while to kind of get the holes lined up and the super small screws to grab. There are like 2 spacers of some kind and then a lock ring. Nothing really advanced, but holding out the axle and giving the lock ring a few taps, it snapped into its groove. The rest of the bolts could be tightened up. My dad held the brake, removed the new stainless steel bolts, because that was I had around that was suitable. I had them in place to not get ships in wood or metal ships in there while threading the other holes. So the hub section could be put into place and the bolts tightened up, so wasn't too hard of a fix, but needed to be done. The heater we use in the garage is a diesel Canon. Maybe not the best solution, but it works. That one had been acting up, and replacing the fuel hoses solved that, so I guess it was a small crack somewhere making it lose fuel. It has been squealing on the generator quite a bit and been without charge. Battery was also bad, so we had some leftover used battery in it for now. It's actually set up for like a dual battery setup, one on each side. Getting the belt replaced for the generator, we had to loosen the water pump and move that in a little to remove the belt that sits outside. The lower bolt refused to move and felt like we would break it, so we just took to tapping. There is like an adjustment screw on that one. Belt came undone. Same on the generator, we didn't bother with the lower bolt, we just loosened the upper adjustment and took some hammering to force it in. Could get the belt out. I'm not sure if it could be seen, but the belt that was on there was quite worn and narrow and missing chunks in areas, so a little fiddly getting it around the fan, but and getting a new belt in place can be a little bit tricky. Tried kind of forcing it over with screwdrivers, but limited access. A little piece of electrical wiring to pull on it as the same time as we turned it, the generator over, it would eventually pop into the correct groove. And tapping it back to a good tension, tightening up the bolt, getting the other belt back in place. That was easier because we just reused that one. Arranged the adjustments. Here the fan had been hitting the makeshift plumbing for the coolant, so we looked at how to secure that, and they had a luggage strap for probably that purpose, and we rearranged that strap. A brand new kind of oversized battery, it's a little bigger than what's supposed to fit there, I think, was installed and fired up and sound happy. It will be treated to an oil change, and I must check the air filter in the near future also.
Yeah.